Third place theory. Katt Williams, boyfriend girlfriend definition.
I think the boyfriend girlfriend definition need to be like. I think that we need to end it with the Katt Williams shit.
Okay.
And it on good note. I think the boyfriend girlfriend shit might get a little deep. So yeah, I think the Katt Williams shit like the move.
True indeed. That's a good idea.
Spotlight.
Alright, bet.
Like to tell niggas
damn, you didn't have a Red Bull or something? Shit, let them write shit down. You drinking on that whiskey?
Welcome. We are back. It's the Three Black Mics. Happy New Year. Feeling good. We got Tim, Slapp, Mcgee on the opposite side. On the opposite side.
On the wrong side.
We got Jay. We're back. We're happy to be back. Guys, how you doing? How we doing? How was the break? How we feeling?
Good.
We look
much
good.
Needed break.
Look good. Tim dressed up again. It's nice
you know what I'm saying?
that.
Much needed break. You feel me? It's cold outside, so I gotta dress up. I ain't coming from work. You feel? I am coming from work, but I had time to take a shower and shit.
I can dig it.
But you know what I'm saying?
I can dig it.
I like time.
I like to see when you put clothes on. When you put
Yeah, shit. When you always working, you gotta have money to have clothes, right? You feel me?
How was break?
Nah, break was love.
Yeah.
I mean, it's always good for me to go back home and recharge. Yeah. I was back home with the fam. I spent the majority of my time with my family. Mm-hmm. A good bit with friends. Was in Colorado. Yeah, did some traveling. Mm-hmm. The best part of it was Colorado.
Yeah.
Snowboarding.
Man, I miss
with friends.
Go snowboarding. So
yeah.
Bad. Yeah.
You can snowboard.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I don't do none of that shit. Like
Don't say it.
You too big for that?
Nah.
Say you too big for it. Don't say the.
I ain't gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it, man.
Don't say the B word, cause they limit us.
I didn't say it, but
okay.
I wasn't gonna say that. But I was gonna say something else. I just didn't want to say that.
Okay.
But shout out to Jay, man.
You know who's gonna say?
Jay. No, I don't know.
Jay brought me. Jay, I wasn't gonna say black though. That's what y'all be thinking.
We're not talking about 2024. We're not.
So you know what I'm saying. I was gonna say shout out to Jay. He brought me the peanuts back in the Little Debbie cakes.
Oh yeah, I bought him Little Debbie cakes.
Hey, Jay and Dre be keeping me grounded. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't let me know what you wanted from.
Bro, I was just so excited. I didn't know what to think.
I went to the grocery store and I felt like a weird human being. Was like, where are the Little Debbie's at?
Little Debbie snacks.
And they said Little Debbie's.
You bought them in the box or you bought them in the single
box?
In the box.
But I'm like, bro, I ain't had a Little Debbie cake in 5 years.
What I get you? Oatmeal pies.
Oatmeal pies and Swiss rolls. That's it.
I love oatmeal.
And the boiled peanuts.
Bro, once you live in Europe for over a year, it don't taste as good.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie.
The candy
Tell them how it tasted when you ate it.
No. The actual boiled peanuts, like the spicy shit.
Nah.
I had to give you some.
Mm-hmm.
But like,
tell them how it tasted when you ate it.
But what I noticed when I got the Little Debbie's from America, bro, them shits packed with sugar, bro. Like, I see. And look, and I'm gonna say this shit. If you got little kids, man, keep them away from them fucking Little Debbie cakes and shit because them shit's packed with sugar. I remember I got some Orbit from America and my fucking teeth hurt because it had so much sugar.
Yes. I noticed that when I got back home too. Even like, I don't know, just the regular food. You go to the grocery store, you get an apple, you get a pear or something like that.
You went to Walmart when you got home?
Yeah.
Bro, don't the Walmart just feel like the Walmart feels like capitalism,
it's expensive in Walmart.
It's expensive as fuck, and just like nigga, there's aisles upon aisles of snacks.
Crazy stuff, bro.
It's just it's insane.
Yeah.
Walmart, being in Europe, going from Europe to back to America, going to a Walmart is like low key.
Any store.
I'm not gonna lie though. That's what I always say. That's what I say about being here. I feel like, when I go to the grocery store, I want to see some like new stuff, but it's not a lot of choices. It's just like the same snacks or the same. Yeah. You go to the restaurants, every restaurant got the same food.
It's true, but I mean, they don't have that much selection, but it makes it more.
It's way healthier.
I think it's so
in
good.
Walmart, they have like 30 yards of chips.
Man.
It's a whole aisle, 30 yards of chips down and back. On both sides.
I'm pretty sure the chips.
I get excited though when I get back home, just to be in the midst of all those. Yeah, hell
you got Chick-fil-A? Oh my God.
That's always my first.
I was waking up early just to get chicken
spicy chicken sandwich, regular chicken sandwich, and a milkshake.
How many? You have biscuits?
Chick-fil-A biscuits.
Well, they had the morning biscuits.
No, and the chicken. Yeah, the chicken with the biscuit.
Yeah.
I had that.
But say what you said again, though. The fucking clothes, bro. Like, I order clothes from home. I come out saving more money ordering, like, nice shit from home than actually shopping here.
That's what I've noticed.
That is crazy.
Yeah, like, clothing is cheaper in the States.
Yeah. Because like when you go here,
shoes is cheaper in the States.
Especially when you my size, you go to like go shopping, and it's like nothing is good.
But they also have those types of stores like Ross, shop for less,
Ross,
where you can get name brand stuff, you can get some fly stuff, TJ Maxx, and it's a big store. But you won't find that here because everything's at the mall.
Well, here if you notice, if you go to like let's say if you go to Tesco, if you go to what's the Reserve?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, at the mall.
Or if you go to CK or something, they all have the same clothes, bro. They just different prices.
Right.
The same exact clothes with a different tag.
Yeah, but that's
a different price.
That's a flagship shop. That's a brand name shop.
I understand, but it's crazy that like that they sell the same stuff. Like everybody walk around with the same stuff on.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right.
Unless it's designer.
That's true.
That is
crazy.
nice.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I'm happy to be back, guys. Season 2.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Yeah, let's dig into this shit right now.
Well, we decided to chop it up.
We gonna third place theory.
Ooh.
I thought this was really interesting. Please introduce your topic.
Well, just like I guess like I hear anything off TikTok, but I saw it on a TikTok and they were talking about like third place theory, and I actually heard it before I went home. And then going back home it can be like a culture shock, especially after being here for an entire year. 100%. Like being in Europe, especially Eastern Europe, for a duration of the year, and then going back to America is just like
people don't understand.
No, it's literally like
the lingo, the new technology, how you do technology is different.
Or 5 years. You go
Tim,
back.
I feel bad.
Yeah, I feel bad for you. That's gonna be a culture shock.
I'm gonna be like on Life when Martin got to go take him to the city, take him to the bus stop.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
You're going to be dead lost, bro.
You're gonna be pissed off too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of crazy shit going on back home for no reason. Like,
madness.
The mindsets is crazy, but anyway, continue.
Nah, yeah.
Good.
No, but yeah, so the third place theory is that in America versus Europe, there is no third place for you to go that's kind of just like more so not leisurely and like like cost effective, or just like not as expensive. So obviously the first place that we all have in our lives is work, the second is home, and then the third place is just like, you know, where you go out and socialize. So it's like in America, like, bro, I don't even remember, it's like my friends in America, there's not a big culture around going out and grabbing a coffee in the morning.
In the States?
It's mimosas.
brunch.
That's the thing.
It's brunch.
Brunch is a big thing. It's not a go out and just grab a coffee, a cappuccino. That's not really a thing, right? You go out and grab brunch and mimosas, and obviously I'm sure that may be different from state to state.
Or cultural.
Yeah, but I think I think it could be territory. It could be where you are in the USA.
But where would you say?
LA, New York City, Washington D.C. maybe. If you go downtown in Atlanta, like
but that's the thing. You're talking about New York City. A third places are expensive. To socialize, to go out and socialize in New York is expensive. Nigga. That shit is going to run.
Yeah, but you got like Central Park and stuff too. I think when you get to places that are more,
it may not be fair to do New York because New York is kind of like the country of immigrants.
Okay, so you have different people bringing that vibe.
Yeah, I feel like I feel like that may not be fair, because like if you look at other countries that are like that aren't populated by like that immigrant, like, you know, New York is there's a bunch of foreigners there, so it's like, but like you go to other I don't know if there's other states that
but that's why I agree and disagree. I disagree based off of depends on where you're talking, but there's places where that definitely is prevalent.
Yeah.
Like Atlanta as a whole, like the whole different cities and stuff like that, everything is like 40 minutes away to get downtown, but people don't even go downtown. It's work, home, and that's it.
And niggas going to the city, they're going out to spend bread.
And it's expensive.
You're going out to do something.
It's expensive.
But I'm saying, you talking about like going to grab a coffee, like You're not even thinking about like down south and shit. Like you got to drive everywhere.
That's also.
So you go get a coffee, you drive into Starbucks and go through the drive-through and get your coffee. Like it's no.
You just talk about going through a drive-through. Nobody, and that's the thing.
You don't go through a drive-through though.
In America, you go through drive-through.
I'm saying like
I've never gone through a drive-through
in the south.
to grab a
you got to drive everywhere. There's no like sidewalks and shit.
Yeah.
So unless you're in a city.
Unless you're in the city, unless you're in the city.
So I think grabbing a coffee is a city thing. Like you can go to the city center here and grab a coffee.
Yeah. But this isn't even like a big city. This is a small.
Well, I'm saying like, I'm pretty sure if you lived in like in Manhattan where like stores and shit, you can walk downstairs and walk out. It's a coffee shop. Mm-hmm. You can go grab a coffee, but everybody don't live like that.
Yeah.
I feel like even like on the countryside in Hungary, you could probably say they have like a third place where things aren't like crazy expensive, and it may just come.
Oh, you mean like just money wise?
Money, yeah, that's the thing. That's about a third place where it's just
I feel like people, but I feel like in the States, every year it just gets more and more kind of like superficial.
Yep.
Everybody wants to be out. They want to flash their money. They want to flash their clothes. They want to flash, you know what I'm saying? They want to be out for the gram. They want to be out showing off. So that third place theory comes into effect because that's their third idea. They go to work, they go home. If they're not at home, I'm out trying to shine. I'm out trying to, you know.
And this is how I think. I'm like when I go to Facebook or something, and I see like everybody like, oh, you going to eat at an Olive Garden and shit, and I'm looking like, I'm like, y'all motherfuckers act like people ain't grow up with y'all. It's like, and you talking some Ruth Chris. I'm like, bro, I've known you all my life. Like,
that's why you're gonna be mad when you go back home.
Cause I'm just like, bro, like everybody act like they make six figures, and I'm like, I know y'all don't.
Niggas do though. We me and Slapp had that conversation, bro. A lot of motherfuckers in America make six figs, and that's nothing.
Not in South Carolina.
There's a lot of people nowadays that make six figs, and making six figs in America is not a big deal.
Is that the case then?
Yeah, and then it's just like the Western culture too. Like a little bit of that Western culture is coming over here, where it's just like VIP sections.
I don't think that's it. I think when people, it has a lot to do with like what we see on these screens in front of us, like the computer. So TV and all this other shit where everybody's kind of living this life on these reality shows. Like you see everybody with big ass houses and marble floors and shit. And I'm like, the majority's not living like that. And a lot of the ones who are struggling.
I think the majority of people in the States versus in Europe are living like that.
That's the thing.
They are living the superficial
middle class.
No, I'm not talking about like that shit, but I mean like the majority of people, they're not. I feel like there's more people that's educated and shit, but I feel like the majority of people who they're living these lives, but they're still in fucking debt. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, it's usually the people that are in debt that's dropping money to have a VIP section in the club and
So I get it.
I think it's more. I don't know.
But you know how it was. When I first got here, you first got here, when you probably first got here. In America, it's like, they got this whole thing where you take a girl on a date, you want to go to the, how much money you going to spend on a plate of food, or like, are you going to go to Ruth Chris, or are you going to do that? And I'm like, coming to Europe, shit, I didn't know a date was a walk through the park and grab some fucking ice cream or grab a coffee.
Where in Europe, though? Because I'm starting to think it's more of a culture thing.
Everywhere I've been.
So like, hey, let's go on a walk or shit like that. But when you start going west, you can't do that shit. Girls are not going on no coffee dates in America or in London. You're not taking no girl on no hike on no first date.
But I'm just saying, you're talking. That's what I'm saying. You're talking about like America, the UK, whatever. But I'm talking about like when I first came. I'm pretty sure every guy that when they first came to Europe, they didn't know a fucking date was just to walk through the cities or some shit like that.
Yeah, I mean they might have had an idea about it, but they probably never did it like.
They never did it, and you never thought a walk was it. You thinking go to a restaurant and
you're gonna walk and spend a stack at fucking change or some shit like that. Yeah.
So, but it's like in America, women have expectations for a date.
And that's
I'm not saying I'm sure. I don't know. I ain't been home in a while.
Those expectations are, and that's the thing. I don't blame women though. Those expectations are based off of culture. And our culture.
But what's driving? Something's driving the culture
culture?
that every year, every month, yeah, it could be that too. But why are we riding that wave? Like, why can't going to Cheesecake Factory be cool? Why can't going to Olive be cool?
The Cheesecake Factory ain't cool no more.
You didn't hear the news last year? That list of girls are like, you can't take me to the Cheesecake Factory, you can't take me to Red Lobster, you can't take me to
not the
Olive Garden.
Bro, you know who started? Drake, bro. Drake started that shit. That nigga
Drake
said
the game up.
That boy said for your girlfriend's birthday you got a party bus.
Yeah.
I'm like, nigga, what's wrong with a party bus?
Simping crazy.
That nigga said he said you go to the club and spit a bottle in VIP with your bros, with 5 of the bros. I'm like, what's wrong with that?
Yeah, what's wrong with that? But that's the culture. We keep making,
because we're giving you money to get.
We keep
to be able to afford what you're doing.
We keep making the glitz and glamour have to be all the time, 24/7. If you go out, you gotta pop bottles. If you go out, you gotta look like, you know what I'm saying, you don't really interact with anybody else.
That shit is stressful.
It's crazy. If you want to go on a date, the guy has to spend $800 on a dinner.
And just like everybody else, I mean, like, you're just gonna fall subject to the culture for what most people do. You can challenge it as much as you want, but it's like you're not going to get a certain type of woman.
That's not true.
It depends.
I mean, you probably gotta.
You're not gonna go back to America, Dre, and get a girl and say, "Let's go on a coffee date." It's highly unlikely.
I feel like a lot of.
And where? In Atlanta.
Yeah, outside of Atlanta.
Outside of Atlanta, your ass
Bruh,
gonna take your ass to fucking.
Like I said, I feel like that shit.
Athens, Georgia.
I feel like and shit who talk like that. It's like this group, because some of that shit I see on social media, I'm like, I never came across females who think like this.
I need to kill me.
It's crazy out there, bro. Like, you go on like Bumble or Tinder or social, all these dating sites. Yeah, it's crazy. These girls are showing. They're like, oh, I need somebody to take care of me, and then the picture is them smiling, and there's a picture of them with a $800 dinner.
Fuck that shit. Y'all say y'all want me to be real. Pull that motherfucking lace front off. Pull it off.
Damn.
Pull that shit off and have the same confidence.
That's for the next episode.
No, I'm just saying, pull that shit off and have the same confidence. Because this shit drive me crazy, bro.
Ooh, Lord.
It's just like y'all say da.
We can't say.
Strip yourself of everything. Take the eyelashes off and shit. Bald face.
Be natural. Let me see.
Be natural and have that same confidence that you have when you want to go to Ruth Chris and all that other shit. Cheesecake Factory ain't good enough. What the fuck?
That's good. I'm
gonna cut that out.
You gotta spend fucking $2,000 to look presentable. The fuck is that?
Speaking of girls, what is your definition of girlfriend?
That
to curl a girl.
That boy the Segway king. Hold on, give me. I say speaking of girls. Hold on, what topic is this? That's a great transition.
Girlfriend.
What does it take for you to call a girl your girlfriend? Because there's way too much girlfriend. Is that your girlfriend? Is that your boyfriend? Oh, that's your girlfriend. That's your boyfriend. Even girls would be like, we dated and you only met 2 times. What does it take for you to call a girl your girlfriend?
When we exclusive.
And what does that take? What does that mean? And what is
that mean like we're headed towards like building together. So we're exclusive. We want to start to see if we can like merge and build together.
Is that a conversation that you have with her?
I feel
like. What's that feeling?
I feel like in my experiences, I feel like when you enter a relationship, you kind of know it. And you I feel like you know. I mean, we don't agree on a lot when it comes to relationship, but like I'm saying, like you're cool. She know you're not fucking with anybody because you're giving her your time, and you know she's
give somebody your time and stuff.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but she's not giving anyone her time because y'all together. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. And now these conversations are coming up about life. So now you like, okay, shit.
It must be.
We're exclusive now.
But do you establish it by a conversation, or you just kind of feel it? It's kind of just
depends on how old you are. I feel like when you're an adult, it's like, you know.
That's shade.
You kind of know. You
said what?
That's shade.
I'm saying when you're an adult.
It may be, but.
I mean, like when you're an adult, you kind of know what you're walking towards, and you like, okay, you know, I'm trying to build something like. Are you like where's your headspace? Are you trying to be with me or?
So it's a conversation.
It's a conversation, but it's not like are you my girlfriend
Of
type
course,
shit.
of course not.
You know what I'm saying? And it's no like, are you fucking with anybody else? Because if you gotta ask that, then you might as well just.
Why?
Because.
But if you can't,
if you have to ask, are you fucking with anybody else? Yeah, I've heard Tim say that before.
I'm just saying, bro. Like, why? If you serious about somebody, why are you fucking with other people?
Because
what are you looking for? Because I'm like, if in my head, let's say I want to be in a fucking relationship. I want to be in a relationship. This is all that matters. Mm-hmm. But I'm fucking dating 10 different women.
But who you
at
telling,
the same time.
Who you telling that to? Are you telling that to you, or you telling that to somebody else?
To me.
Okay.
So I'm like, I want to be in a relationship, but I'm dealing with 10 different females, and I'm not giving any of them me. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, if I want to be in a relationship, I need to deal with her and see if this shit works. If it don't work, it don't work. Okay, right. You know what I'm saying? If she cool, it just does. It don't. Oh, all right, let's be friends. But you can't sit here and be like, all right, you with a chick, and you like, oh, I'm feeling you, whatever. But you got 10 other females you fucking with.
But is that your girlfriend? The girl that you said that you feeling?
She doesn't have to be your girlfriend for you to start to, you know what I'm saying, give her your time.
Of course.
I'm not giving these other 9 females my time no more. I'm giving her my time.
But if she says that she's your girlfriend, how do you feel about that? Is that cool with you, or you say, wait?
What you mean? If she says she's your girlfriend?
If she says that she's your girlfriend,
just like not even we didn't have no conversation.
Yes, that's the question. What does it take for a girl to be your girlfriend? So if you spit game, if you speak to her, you guys spend time together. If it's a week or it's a 2 weeks or it's a month or 2 months or things of that nature, you could just be dealing with her. Do you determine her to be your girlfriend, or do you say that's my girlfriend? Or if you never had that conversation and she's talking to somebody and she tells that person, whoever the case may be, that she's your girlfriend, is that okay? Is that valid, or is that not valid?
Well, I feel like if you're doing boyfriend shit, I'm just saying, if you're present, if you're, you know what I'm saying, you got her back and shit, and she knows this shit. If you're doing staying at her house, or she's staying at your house, or y'all together all the time, that's why she's, okay, you're my boyfriend. So it's always one person.
I'm asking
be careful with that though, because there's sometimes that girls, they may come up with this own idea in their head.
Bro, I know. I've been dealing with this shit for
Well, yeah, I understand. I'm not saying you're not like.
But I'm just saying, like, that's why from jump you got to let them know what it is.
So you
like, don't have the conversation from jump. Like,
but the conversation is simple as you are my girlfriend. It's not like
no. I'm saying from jump, when you first meet her, you had that conversation with her, and you like, look, I'm dating. No, I'm saying you let her know, like, shit, I'm dating other people. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But if this goes on, you know, my time when I'm with you, I'm with you.
You're saying that first date, nigga.
Yeah.
So when is so at that moment then, if she understands that you established this focus for her, can she tell other people that she's your girlfriend?
No.
All right. So when is it time, or when is it appropriate for a girl to be like, I'm his girlfriend?
When y'all mutually decide.
Yeah, when you mutually decided. But I'm saying,
okay.
But what I'm saying is, it's not like I said, it depends on how old you are, because
it don't have to. Why does it have to depend?
Because on how old because if you're fucking if you're a kid, if you're fucking 18 years old, some shit, it's like or younger, or younger. I know. But what I'm saying is, it's more like, you know what I'm saying, we've seen each other. Would you like to be my girlfriend? Type shit.
I feel
like when you're older, you're not a fucking child anymore. So you can't be out here fucking with 10 other females.
Why not?
Because you want a relationship.
Who said that?
Oh, so you don't want one.
My question is, when is it appropriate for a girl to say it's your girlfriend? So why
does she have to decide?
That's the point. That's my question.
I want to hear your take.
You want to hear my take?
And what's your topic? I'd like to hear your take on it.
Yeah.
So, I believe that in order for someone to establish themselves as someone's boyfriend or girlfriend, there needs to be a mutual understanding that both parties agree to this. So, for example, I could be meeting somebody, right? I could meet them off of Bumble, Tinder. I could meet them off down the street, and we exchange information, and we go out, right?
Yeah.
It's dope. We hit it off, crazy, fine. It might go back to the house, whatever the case may be. It's a cool conversation. It's a cool vibe. Boom. The next day, we meet. We still in contact. It could be the same thing. Meanwhile, I have already met somebody else too. Why? Because that's not my girlfriend, or is she my girlfriend? Because we met and it was dope.
She ain't your girlfriend.
It may not be your girlfriend, but why are you doing that?
Why can't I do that?
You can't.
I'm not saying you. I didn't say you couldn't.
But that's the point.
I asked why.
Why? What happened to dating? What happened to
communication?
Playing the field.
Communication.
What happened to
playing the field?
Communication.
What happened to playing baseball?
Listen, if I met somebody, let's take it like real fast pace. I met somebody at a bar or a club. Mm-hmm. We hit it up. Boom. We go out. We go out from the club. It's a good time. Mm-hmm. I go out in a couple of days. I meet somebody else. Boom. It's popping
on
up.
accident or purpose.
You going out to meet people.
Well, that's the thing, Dre. It does matter.
Nah, listen. Check it. I didn't finish it. You meet somebody the next couple of days. You hit it off. Boom. That person that you hit it off with, the second date or whatever, is talking to her friends and talking to her homeboys and something like, yeah, my boyfriend is blah 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 blah. And then it gets back to you. That's your girlfriend. Or for that one date that you guys had. Yeah. The date. It was like a one night stand, whatever the case may be. This is hypothetical, guys.
I'm just saying, in this hypothetical situation,
it's happened to me before.
Yes,
it's not hypothetical. It's happened to me.
The first date you had sex.
Yeah.
A few days later, the second time you had sex.
I don't know. Sometimes, and I feel like
is that your girlfriend? Are they your girlfriend? You got two girlfriends now?
It may not be your girlfriend, but if you are starting to have sex with a girl, and this is just so communicate. Hold on. If you are having consistent sex with a woman, right? And I'm just saying this for both sides.
Raw.
You have, especially if it's happening raw. Like, you have to.
They got girlfriends.
You have to let her know what your intentions are.
And what intentions?
If your intentions are just have sex with her, let her know that.
So you meet a joint at the club.
I don't agree with that shit.
If you're having sex with this girl for 3 weeks or 4 or a month,
no. You met a joint at the club.
Popped.
3 days later, you went to the club. It might have been the same club. It might have been a different club.
Yeah.
Popped. The girl that you popped the second time, she's out on the weekend and she's hanging out with friends and shit like this. And she's like, yeah, my man. That's my man. And then it gets back to you like she's saying you're her boyfriend.
Well, she's delusional.
Oh, right. So that's what I'm saying.
So what I was saying with that, no matter what you like,
all but 2 pops is delusional. But
what if it's a couple pops?
What's a couple? Because if it's a couple pops over the course of a month, and you're also texting her, bruh, don't be surprised. I'm not saying she's right or wrong, but don't be surprised if she's going around talking about that's my man. And you like, oh.
Nah.
It's like, bro, you're popping that consistent.
Are we talking about a grown ass woman, or are we talking about like a?
It don't matter.
It does matter, bro.
No, but Tim, I got you. It's we out of school.
That shit matters.
Mid-20s.
Okay, so what's
matters.
What's the discrepancy between let's go high school, college, and then after school?
High school is high school.
Okay.
College,
and then after.
college. You know how college is, especially if you're an athlete. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like that's
because you know what you're saying. It happens in college all the time when you might hear it and she go tell and it gets back to you.
But why can't that be the same how people roll after school? Why do you got to be like
buttoned up? No. I'm saying like during school, whatever. You have to establish this shit from jump. Like let her know like, hey, we friends. Like woo. No matter what you tell her anyway, she gonna go back and tell whoever she need to tell. That's my dude. Like, even if she'll be like, he fuck with other females, but dudes do it too. Like, shit, I don't know what she doing, but she mine.
Who do that?
The shit players. Like, I'm just saying, like, she gonna do what she do, but she know who she belong to.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Huh?
I feel what you're saying.
No. What I'm saying is,
they mean it. They don't mean it.
What I'm saying is, let's say you juggling 10 different females. All right. Let's say you might have one female that you hit
Hold on,
every
let's
other
pause
month.
real quick. Juggling 10 is crazy, but continue. It's like, the thing is
He's a novice.
Don't do it, please.
Yeah.
That shit crazy, motherfucker. Shit, that's low.
That's low.
Pump up the volume. But I was just saying, bro, like, you juggling, let's smaller number. Let's say you juggling 5 different females. Bruh, out of those 5, you gonna have one that you see the most.
It's true.
But then the other 4 is just like, you know what I'm saying, you might get with her like every other week or in a month, or you might not see her ass for 4 months, but you had that there,
Yeah, there's 30
and
days
you might,
in a month.
and you like, but in your head, you like, I don't know what the hell she doing.
That is a lot, though.
I'm like, I don't know what she doing, but she know who she mine. You know, if you call her, she gonna pick up.
I ain't trying to call myself no Mr. Riz, but there's 30 days in a month. Juggling 10 is crazy.
Motherfucker, it's 365 days in a year.
I understand that, but like that's just like crazy. Just like, bro, the work on that,
It's
work
no
on that is
work.
probably insane.
You already put the work in.
No, you have to.
That's why you can
keep
hit that
up
shit
with
1 month.
have
You
to
hit
keep
it
up-
3 months later.
You have to
What
keep
are
up
you
with 10.
talking about?
I'm not finna be.
You're
on
not
the phone
keeping
like
up with
that.
them.
I'm not finna break it down.
You're not keeping up with
That
them.
nigga said no.
Oh, you ain't telling the
I don't know.
secret. I don't want to. Jay,
I'm good.
Jay about to make me release the Kraken. I want to tell
Release the
everything.
Kraken.
Now what you need to do is, like Jesus, nigga, 14 and a half. Put the
All right, let's
let's
wind it back. Let's wind it back. So, to establish the title as girlfriend and boyfriend, or to establish that vibe, you have to have communication. You have to have that talk.
Have you had this before, where girls have gone?
Yes, too many times.
I'm trying.
You know what brought me up to this topic? A really crazy thing happened.
At this age, though.
Yes.
Yeah, that's not happening
a lot. Too many times.
In my younger years, yes.
When you meet a girl, you might go out for a date. You might go a couple times, and not even pop, even sometimes.
Yeah, but
and he's like, yo, that's my boyfriend.
Rico, that nigga Dre be on some Rico Suave shit
mean?
though. I done seen Dre
been
operate. That nigga Dre be.
What do you tell
making
them?
women feel like? Exactly. What you tell them? What you tell them, Dre? What do you tell them, Dre?
I mean, interrogate
You
me.
You my one and only.
No, I never said no.
What do you say? What do you tell
Do
them?
you think I meant to hurt you?
You think I meant to make you cry?
I'm gonna say, bro, your favorite artists are Chris Brown and Usher. It's like I'm sure you be telling
Miguel.
Who said they're my favorite? Well, Chris Brown, my favorite artist.
Miguel.
That was one of my. Yes. It's one of
You
my
definitely
favorites.
be lying. You a liar.
Damn.
You whispering sweet nothings.
I will have to stand up for myself and say what I say to females is not a lie.
It's not a lie.
Whenever how I communicate with women,
Yeah.
if I tell them something about themselves, if I compliment them, if I tell them that I want to do things with them, it's not a lie. And they're always
You
very
articulate
It's probably
your
it's
feelings.
probably
Yeah,
you.
I'm making love with the words. Yeah, possibly.
Mm.
Yeah, they be falling in love with the words before they fall in love with the I ain't.
And then that motherfucker, you gotta lick it.
And then you lay down and
You know
down.
what I'm saying?
But yeah, but none of that said. I want you to be my one and only, and I want you to call yourself my girlfriend.
Damn, I don't know. That's cliche. I feel like, you tell her like, hey, you mine now.
So you think
That's how you say it in mine now.
You mine.
I think it also
That boy
comes down
was
to
born in the 50s.
You damn right.
You mine now.
I don't bar against a stone.
He's mine. now.
You're mine.
But I think it does come down to
That is
communication.
mutual.
I think it comes down to communication.
100%.
We want to be together, you and me.
That's crazy at this age. What age would you say women?
Fuck that.
They do it all the
He
time.
talking-
What age though? What
Hey.
age are these women that would do this?
What?
All ages.
30s.
30s, 40s,
Boy,
50s.
hell no.
Hell yeah.
I've never had no woman do it. Like in college or high school, yes, but not.
But maybe that's my
What we were
perspective.
just talking about. You remember I told you about the hat? She was like, what are we? Bitch, I'm a child. You married. Leave me
But I
alone.
feel like, and from my perspective, I think it's because I have such. So when I meet somebody, just because
Yeah, I'm messing.
I think you have to have this conversation. You have to have this conversation to establish that we're gonna be exclusive. You know.
I think
and I know.
I think when you know, and it's not like a long drawn out conversation. You just kind of like, we good now.
Yeah.
But I feel like the part that's crazy is when you just imagine you in this relationship and you girl around it. I love you. Now you gotta.
That's the hard one. That's the topic I can get into on some shit.
That don't have. Is that your fault? Sometimes that's not your fault. She's just a hard lover.
A majority of the time, it's not your fault.
But I'm saying like, no matter who it happens to, thing is, when do you say it back?
I feel like that is less your fault than a girl saying that's my man. I feel like that's less your fault than a girl saying that's my man.
I can see that.
A girl saying I love you during sex is way less your fault than her saying to her friend.
Oh, not even
doing
that's
my fault. Not even grade A. That's your fault.
Not even doing sex, but
that's
just
my job to my community and my.
No, I'm saying not even doing sex, but just like she randomly tell you this shit.
My granddaddy told me to lay there.
Because you know what I'm saying. I'm not talking about like. That's like saying if you've been drinking and you get in a fight or some shit and you didn't mean to do it. I'm talking about like. There's no hang, no sex, no nothing, and she just look at you one day and she just say it.
But that's different than laying claim to somebody. Saying I love you is not saying that's my man.
But I'm saying
that's my girlfriend.
But I'm saying, like when they say that, it's just like they expect it back.
No,
nobody says that shit.
That's why I feel like it's lesser because we're talking about an emotion that someone else feels that I can't help that versus you thinking we're together.
I see where I can see where I see that. Yeah.
I'm saying that together is the easy. The together is the easy. I think the love.
But it has to be mutual. For example, so what I was gonna say is my perspective on relationships is we can date. We can do everything in the world under the sun. Date is I'm spending time with you. We can spend time with each other. We're grown-ups, right? So yeah, we can have sex too. But it doesn't mean that I want to one spend the rest of my life with you. Two, lay claim to you because I'm not assuming that you're just spending all your time with me and not seeing anybody else.
But I'm saying
I'm not assuming that.
Have you guys noticed in your career that there's an expiration on dating? You can't date forever.
Yes, you can.
Women will catch feelings.
Okay.
Oh, you mean like they don't? Yeah.
Yeah, men will catch feelings too.
But what I'm saying
is,
that's why I'm saying
we're together.
You can't play house if that's some shit you don't want. You know what I'm saying?
Why can't you just be a lover?
You can be a lover.
You can't love many people.
You do it too much.
You can. But like I said,
why can't you spend quality time with multiple people? You have the capacity to do it.
You can, but you have to let them know. You can't just keep her on the leash.
You don't be telling them, do you? Okay.
So, Katt Williams' response. I do have to say this though. I've gotten better at opening up about my other relationships. You know what I'm saying?
And it makes it easier. It may be more of a uncomfortable conversation, but it makes it way easier.
It does make it easier.
And then after you do it for a while, it becomes more comfortable for you to just say.
Whether it's
thought something was burning.
Whether it's whether it's been the past relationship or something that happened recently, you know what I'm saying? Just being open about it, it does make it a lot easier.
No, I'm on your side. I'm on your side and I'm on my side. Because
I really never ran into that in my last 5 or 6 years, bro.
What?
A girl false claiming me.
Really?
You don't. Sometimes you don't know it, Jay.
That actually may be
what
true.
The fuck? Sometimes you don't know.
That could also be a case.
But this is.
That's why I said the I'm his girlfriend versus the I love you, bro. The I'm his girlfriend, that's what you want. Because if you get a female that you're not together with and she loves you, that's different. Because she don't want to see you with nobody else.
That's dangerous.
Dangerous.
True indeed.
Playing with fire.
So I got a message a couple of days ago from a dude who's dating this girl that I was dating. We weren't together. And he messaged me. He was like, yo, I'm dating such and such girl. I just want to know, why did you guys stop being boyfriend and girlfriend?
My ego is too big.
I'm sorry. I don't want to put. I know you said.
I didn't respond, obviously.
But did you
damn,
see, did the person message?
You didn't respond to buddy?
Did they message you over Facebook or something?
Instagram.
Did you see this person?
He messaged you and said what? One more time.
What you mean?
Did you see him? Did you see a picture of him?
Yeah.
What color was it?
You're not doing that.
Cause I'm like, I can't see nobody. I can't see nobody who look like me asking you no question like that. Like
You'd be surprised though. I mean, you'd be surprised.
Actually, yeah, you would be surprised.
But no.
Because that actually happened to me in high school, where a guy that
we talking about high school. That's different, Jay. We talking about some grown man shit.
Yeah.
You talking about when I was 15. You don't have another grown ass. Nah, I had a situation.
Hold on. You never responded?
I never responded.
What up?
Well, I was gonna message her, because I feel like that's the best way to go about it. Message her because, your man is, because we had, we hung out. I know she is. She wasn't my girlfriend, but she's telling him that we were boyfriend and girlfriend, obviously for him to hit me up.
And you never dated her?
No.
But hold on, sorry. Vernacular. You did date her. But I did date her.
I dated her. Yeah, I dated her.
No. Put your hands back down and say you dated her. Nigga said dated. You say you dated her.
But she wasn't my girlfriend.
What was his name? But
wasn't from. He's not from.
I went through a similar situation, but it wasn't. It was crazy. Like it was with a female. I consider her my friend. She hit me up when I was home once, and I guess some guy. I guess he was her boyfriend at the time. He wrote me like, "Man, you need to stop messaging my girl and da 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 da." I called. I'm like, bro, like. Motherfucker, you don't know who on the other end of this phone. What's wrong with you? Like, I'm like, you need to tell him to chill. Cause I'm like, tell him you called me.
Y'all boys are messy, both of y'all.
What you mean? I got the message.
I ain't never had nobody.
Tell him you called me, cause that thing, that shit wasn't right. Hey, your bitch chose me. Now we can handle this shit like gentlemen.
Oh no.
We can get into some gangster shit.
Yeah, that's wild, bro.
Speaking of some gangster shit, I try to do some transition shit. Speaking of some
gangster
gangster
with
shit,
your voice and everything.
Katt Williams.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I tried to say that.
That's good. Continue.
That wasn't even my topic though. But the Katt Williams.
That boy sound a physical specimen.
It's funny though, because I was watching.
Knock it up, boy, bro.
Yo, he used to
when he ran that 40 in Memphis, bro. I was like,
bro, the 40. Was talking about that 40.
It was like a 30-yard, 25-yard.
I don't think that was 40 yards.
Bro, he was different. That boy head was down.
I give him that nigga fast. That nigga ran pretty fast.
He didn't run no 40-yard dash.
At least that nigga ain't pull his hamstring.
All right.
That nigga Kevin Hart tried to run and almost like the same equivalent of yards and pulled the hand. He
had on them Keeny draws. He tried to run in the regular underwear, bro.
The nigga Kevin Hart pulled the ab, pulled the hamstring, and like a quad. Nigga was in a wheelchair.
What?
You never heard it? Yeah.
I didn't hear about that.
Hey, you pulled that ab, bro, or that muscle between your ribs?
Sprinting.
Oh man.
When Katt Williams started doing this, you knew that nigga about to say something. What was it that nigga said?
When you got a guy across from you.
And they were like this. That nigga said, "You have a
much bigger in person."
He said, "You have
He said, "You have
having an unequivocal
undesirable thing for
allegiance for losers is unlikely." You having
I gotta look that shit up because that shit is profound.
That's why that motherfucker IQ was 190.
You having
Bruh, but
an allegiance to losers is not likely.
Yeah, you having an allegiance to losers.
It was I forgot what word he said that, but it's like you having an allegiance to losers.
Bro,
one thing. Who was he talking about? He was talking
to Shannon Sharp about defending
Buddy in Friday.
Steve Harvey.
No, not Steve Harvey. It was about the dude that played the ice cream truck guy.
Oh, you talking about Faison?
Faison.
Yeah.
He was like Faison did a good job.
But he was talking about the entire like.
No, but like in that particular part, he was like, "Come on, Katt." He was like, Faison did a good job in that. He was like, "You having an unnatural allegiance to losers."
But see, my thing is like
because Faison didn't get casted for the next one.
Bro, with Katt, no people don't know. I remember when I came to Europe in 2012. Katt Williams was probably the biggest comedian out at the time.
Yeah.
It was like
the green shirt joint came out.
I can't even remember. I think so, but it was like Eddie Murphy was still big here. Like I'm talking about in Europe.
Eddie Murphy was still big.
Yeah, bro, because they play these reruns of the movies.
Yeah.
But Katt Williams, like for the millennials, it was Katt Williams, Kevin Hart. He wasn't here yet. He was like still here. Yeah. But it was the Katt show, Katt Williams. Everybody talked about Katt Williams. Mm-hmm. So he has a point, man. He was everywhere for a minute, and I don't think he got on drugs or nothing. I just think some people fit where they fit, and he found his niche in stand up and doing like TV shows.
I feel like Katt Williams is on not like a revenge tirade, but more like when he says like this is the year of truth. He's trying to just tell the truth. He's like, I feel like it's twofold. In one fold, he's kind of envious because if he's telling the truth, that means that all of these jobs that Kevin Hart had and other people had, they literally did come across his desk. But because he has such a certain type of personality and moral ground to stand on, he's probably like, why aren't you guys being the same way? Why aren't you guys holding it down too?
These people have spoke out about him too. He's not talking shit about people that haven't spoke on him. Kevin Hart has went on the Breakfast Club and spoke about Kevin Hart.
But you know, everybody.
Katt Williams?
Kevin Hart has went on the Breakfast Club and spoke about Katt Williams, and Kevin Hart's talking about all these people I put on Katt Williams who have you helped. Katt Williams spoke.
My problem is
helped, so it's just.
My problem is they all.
I never heard Cedric say anything about.
He did.
Katt Williams.
Yeah, he did.
But that wasn't his
on the
play.
show.
Yeah, but that wasn't his play. The play with Katt Williams and Cedric is a thing that he stole the show.
But my thing is when they talk about Katt Williams, they get real personal.
But he asked him about Shannon Sharp asked him about it when Cedric the Entertainer was on there.
You know, before this, Katt Williams wasn't going on about them.
That's
that when they would talk about Katt Williams, they would get personal.
It's been a lot of building.
Call him a crackhead and all this other shit.
Bro.
Yeah, say bro, call him a crackhead and all this other shit. But behind the scenes, it's like you said, he's helping everybody. Nobody has a bad thing to say about Katt Williams.
There was a lot of true shit he said, even like the Ricky Smiley shit. I was like, damn, Ricky Smiley, he really can't get casted for any roles that he's not.
But you know what fucked me up was, Ricky Smiley has a niche audience. He has a Christian audience.
Yeah, now he does.
That's just his. He always had that.
This nigga Katt Williams said he put in his contract that he would never work in a movie with Ricky Smiley unless he's playing a woman.
Yeah, but that was one of his characters. But you know the church lady and Lil Darryl, those are Ricky Smiley's characters.
Especially in this climate, like you were saying, like the responses.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Katt Williams didn't want that. He just wanted to clear the story.
He knew what he was doing.
But I'm saying he wasn't trying to turn the world against.
I don't think Katt Williams went on there and spoke on something that he probably shouldn't have. I feel like everything he spoke on was valid.
Yeah.
He wasn't turning the world against people.
Yeah,
he was just like letting you know.
Yeah, he was just trying to come out and kind of say like, this is really how it is.
Yeah, Cedric the Entertainer said this on there. That's a lie. Steve Harvey said this. That's a lie.
Right, the Illuminati be doing this with people. Like, that was crazy.
Jonathan Majors shit. Where he was like, well, people was like,
he didn't really come at Jonathan Majors, but he just spoke on
No. Well, people were like, he called Jonathan Majors ugly, but he didn't. He said, basically, the Eurocentric standards of beauty, he's like, that motherfucker look like my daddy.
Yeah, he's opposite. Yeah.
And he's like, but he's the sexiest man alive. He was like, man, get the fuck out. Because he was like.
He was coming at, I think he's coming at Kevin Hart, Steve Harvey and the group, the Kings of Comedy, because he has such close ties to Bernie Mac and what they kind of did to Bernie Mac before he died.
I was closely interested in who he had respect for.
They were all on.
He said, who did he say? Bernie Mac.
Who did he kept saying? Curry?
Bernie Mac, Dave Chappelle, his writer.
Curry.
Something Curry.
Yeah. You know, Daddy, I ain't know you had titties. Get the hell out of here.
That's Cooper, right?
That's Curry. Mark Curry, I think.
Mark Curry.
Oh, no, you're talking about Cooper the Mr. Cooper.
Mr. Cooper.
Yeah.
That's his character, right?
Yeah. I was thinking about Friday, but yeah.
I think
it was interesting when he was talking about Ice Cube. Now that I see this picture over here, it was interesting when he was talking about Ice Cube and people like kind of shitting on Ice Cube and not being able to make money because of Ice Cube's budget. But it's just like, bro, from what he was saying, it's just like we know Ice Cube's budget and he's coming out of his pocket.
Yeah. I think Katt Williams is a smart guy. He came on Shannon Sharp, a super budding hot platform, and he said what he said. And he knew he was going to get the response that it did.
But and this right here is a shout out to Shannon Sharp. When you watch a show, it really is like sitting with one of your cool uncles and just talking shit.
Which is great.
And he's not, you know how buttoned up Shannon Sharp is, but he's still like one of the guys.
I don't know if he was expecting that.
He wasn't.
Nah, but he let it go though.
He had
you know
to.
what? Just like, but I feel like there was a lot of the
while,
times he was just like, "Oh, come on, Katt."
Yeah.
Like, "Oh, come on, Katt."
But he said, "I'm not a journalist."
Big money.
100%.
Big money.
And
he should cancel. I think he was really serious, even though he was playing. He was like, I might get canceled. I might get canceled. I'm gonna take a drink.
Because you remember,
serious.
we can see that when the interview first started, Katt started letting it fly.
Yeah.
That's what was crazy about it. Katt just went on and bam, 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 bam. Before Shannon even like started the show.
Yeah.
And that's when he was like, "Oh, I think you had a little too much of that liquor."
And then
he was like,
"No,
I'm very aware how much liquor."
you drinking more than me.
that nigga knows his cognac too.
That was cool.
Do another sip.
That was cool. I like that interview very much. I watched that shit like 3 times.
Bro, I love my favorite 2 interviews from 2023. What was that? Well, it was shot in 2023.
Yeah.
But my favorite 2 interviews was that one and that Charleston White.
You have
He was on the shit.
allegiance to losers is unlike you.
Well, y'all got anything else?
Nah.
Shit, I'm good, man.
Yeah,
I feel like
off camera joint.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, subscribe to our Patreon. I'm joking.
Patreon, yeah.
shit.
Well, it's been good. It's been. You got Patreon?
Nah.
Oh.
But shit, if I was in college right now, I have both.
Would you talk crazy if we had a Patreon?
Huh? Crazy as
pay?
fuck.
For real? You had to pay to play? If you had to pay to view?
Bruh, I would talk
I
crazy
definitely
as
would
fuck.
talk crazy.
For real?
Cause I'm like you pick the price that people have to pay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would talk crazy.
So if you guys want us to have Patreon so you can hear some real deep and some crazy takes, let us know in the comments. Other than that,
so I can retire.
Yeah, so we can retire.
And let us know if you want us to have guests on too, because I feel like that's that'll be a cool thing.
Yeah.
Have a few guests on there.
Guests, topics, the vibe, how you like the vibe. Let us know how the sound is. We got some mics. We got some new things going to increase the experience and increase the quality. So yeah, man, we back. Season 2.
It's good to be back.
3 Black Mics.
Good to see y'all.
Subscribe, share, like, and comment. All right, and we'll see y'all later.
All the above, all the bottom.
You want
Another Dander production.